Welcome all of you. We'll discuss about multiple choice questions in this video on polar effects as part 1. Question number 1. Electronegativity is defined as the power of an atom in a molecule to option A, repel electrons towards itself, option B, attracts the electron towards itself, option C, expand itself, option D, all the mentioned above. So as we know that electronegativity is nothing but in a molecule it attracts the electron towards itself. So see the example here, the chlorine is attached to the carbon 1, 2, 3, 4. Due to this particular attraction there is a inductive effects, and as we know that the highest electronegativity is given to the fluorine for the attracting nature. So as above, what we come across that option B is the correct one, because electronegativity is attract the electron towards itself. Question number 2. Factors on which electronegativity depends on: option A, valence state of an atom, option B, hybridization, option C, valence state and hybridization, and option D, none of the above. So as we know that electronegativity is depends not only with the valence state of an atom and hybridization, it depends both. So option C is the correct one. Number 3. Which of the following is a permanent electron displacement effect? Option A, inductomeric, option B, electromeric, option C, inductive, and option D, none of the above. So as we discussed about in early videos about what is inductive effect and what is electromeric effect and all, and what is the inductomeric effect here. The inductomeric effect is nothing but a temporary effect, enhances the inductive effect and accounts only in the presence of attacking reagent, so as like our electromeric. So that this is inductive, favors the inductive effect, but like in a electromeric effect, so that it is called inductomeric effect. So it is nothing but an example, methyl chloride. In methyl chloride the minus effect is increased by the approach of hydroxyl ion. So if you talk about the methyl chloride CH3Cl, the attacking group like our OH group is coming over there, so in such a way that the chloro group is leaving. So in this case this particular inductomeric effect is taking place, but this effect is taking place only in the presence of the hydroxyl ion, so that it is a temporary effect. So our option here, permanent effect only can be accounted here. So inductomeric effect, electromeric effect are ruled out because both of them are temporary effects. So our option is inductive effect. So except C, all are temporary only. So option C is the correct one, because this is inductive effect is permanently operated in a compound. Now we will discuss about inductive effects. Arrange the following group in the order of decreasing plus I effect. Option A, B, C, D is given here. As we already know that in the case of our hydrogen is the least one, in such cases which may be considered about the least one. So based on this hydrogen supposed to be the decreasing in the order in the case of our inductive effect. So option B and C, no hydrogen is there in the last one, so that option B and C is ruled out. And option D is also ruled out, because see that we have the alkyl group here, lesser number of alkyl group here, so more number of alkyl group is responsible to take up our plus I effect, so that decreasing can be in the least order. So based on that our option D is also ruled out. So based on that our option A is the correct one. Next one, Negative inductive effect. Arrange the following group in the order of decreasing minus I effect. So as we already point out that in the case of our inductive effect, always the hydrogen is the least one in the pair of the any option. So based on that, because of hydrogen is not available in the option C in the last one, and higher hydrogen is given in the topmost here, so that this is ruled out. Option C is ruled out. And as we know that the highest one is for the nitrile group, so that CH3 must be given in the top. So based on which B option is also ruled out. So I am repeating that hydrogen is the least one and nitrile is the CN, cyano group or nitrile is the highest one. So based on that, nitrile is not available in the case of our B option is the topmost and C option is the hydrogen is the topmost. So based on both the things, B and C are ruled out. So, and as we know that our carboxylic group is more than the halogen, our option A is also ruled out. So among this one, our option is D is the correct one, because D is the correct one with your nitrile group followed by carboxylic group followed by halogens followed by hydrogen. So this is our negative inductive group in concern with our decreasing of our minus I effect. So next question here, relative basic strength of amines does not depends on the following. So you should refer that our previous video on inductive effect gives you leads with the following of these options: inductive effect, mesomeric effect, steric effect, and stabilization of cation by hydration. So which one may not be involved in the case of our basic strength of amine? See, the mesomeric effect, which accounts for the based on the substitution only, it's supposed to whether it motivate the reaction or demotivate the reaction. So based on that, here the question clearly point out that the basic strength of amine does not depends on the effect which is called as a mesomeric effect. So mesomeric effect only does not account for that one, but inductive, steric and stabilization all are depends on the basic strength of this one. So based on our option B, mesomeric effect is the correct one. Find out the correct statement about the inductive effect. So you refer our previous video which has given that it proceeds via pi bond, which proceeds via alternate bond, which proceeds via sigma bond. It operates due to the bulkiness. See that as we already pointed out that inductive effect is nothing but it is operated in a single bond system. So single bond means your sigma bond is involved. All others are not relevant to our option here. So pi bond it goes via means it is some of the different effects. Bulkiness means steric effect. So that our option C is the correct one, because our inductive effect is correct statement which proceeds via the sigma bond only. Next question. Which of the following molecule is polar? Option A is given carbon tetrachloride, option B fluoroform, option C carbon tetrachloride, option D is a dichloroethylene. So I have given the structures of all those chemical compound here, among which we should give the why the particular compound behaves as a polar. See that in the case of our carbon tetrachloride or carbon tetrafluoride, what will happen? The carbon is surrounded by four same chloro group or four same fluoro group. So all the cases, what will happen that carbon is less electronegative than the chlorine, so it attracts the electron towards chlorine. Similarly, all the sides of the chlorine is attracting the electron. Similarly, in the case of our fluoro also, so carbon tetrafluoride also. So based on that, the carbon is the electronegativity remains as such here, because all those things are equally attracted towards that makes the compound to non-polar. And as we mentioned about the dichloroethylene here the dichloroethylene may also be like in a polar or non-polar, depends on which why this particular option D may not be given, because the dichloro compound is given, they have not mentioned about the cis or trans here. If suppose cis or trans may be mentioned here, we can account for whether the possibility are here or not. Whereas in the case of our fluoroform is nothing but our CHF3. See that here the least one, our hydrogen here, carbon here, and fluorine. So based on that, the polarity is electronegativity is shifted, lesser electronegative, more electronegative, so that the migration towards this side, so that this compound is polar. So among this option B is the correct one, because fluoroform is the best one in the case of our option of interest. So in the case of our which of the following molecule is non-polar here? The option they have given EZ notation, because once we come across with the geometrical isomers and cis-trans isomers, one cis-trans cannot be labeled here. At this case we need to go for EZ notations. So Z means the same and E means the opposite side of the substitution present here. So what they have mentioned about here, the question is non-polar among the option. So option A supposed to be a polar. Why it is polar? So is the same one. So fluoro group are in the same side, so it can attract the electrons towards itself, so that becomes a polar. And as usual in the last case about the fluoro compound, here mentioning the fluoro compound, and in carbon-carbon double bond, the fluorocarbon may not be given, whether it is cis or trans cannot be given. So based on that, and option D is also polar, as we already mentioned that CH3F is there, so that F can attract the electron towards itself. So only in the case of the opposite side, because of the presence of fluoro group in the top and bottom, so which can compensate that one, the mode of attraction of electron by fluorine to fluorine, here carbon to fluorine is balanced, so that in the case of our option C is the correct one, because this is one non-polar. Okay, thanks for watching this video. Like it, subscribe it, share it for more number of videos, and we'll discuss more number of questions in forthcoming videos. Thank you for watching.